All right, everybody, and welcome to the Cyber Sleuth Show. We're live at in Orlando, Florida, at the IACIS training event, and it is so beautiful. It's so hard to be inside right now.
It is so nice.
Absolutely, very difficult to be inside. And of course, I think everyone here is pretty much recovering from the weekend, so we're a little slower than normal, but that's all right.
Yeah, there's a lot of coffee being drank.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I got typical fat man sunburn, I guess you call it. I have like white stripes here. Then my belly's nice and red.
Yeah, there's lots of those. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
My colleague also is Stripey Tom today because he's burnt his feet.
Oh, he just heard you. He's like looking like, what are they saying
Yeah,
about me?
yeah. Put suntan cream on and he forgets. Yeah, true British.
You said he got burnt on the top of his feet.
Top of his feet
Yeah.
on red raw,
Yeah.
so he can barely walk. So, yeah, idiot.
How long was he out in the sun?
About 4 hours.
Well, well, British pasty skin. Yeah, yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep. Serves him right.
I would. I was, obviously in Ohio. This is the first time I had shorts on this year, and yeah, it's a little painful, but it is what it is. Hey, sorry, Tom, Semantics 21. You guys know it for the most part, anyway. If you didn't, now you do. So there you go. You're on probably more often than most, which is good.
Yeah, I think we like doing work with you, and
Yeah.
always have a good call on the Friday nights when we end the week.
Yeah, I think it's and it's always a time difference. So you're already. Oh, remember I told you about the carts coming?
Cart's always
I don't know
here.
if you guys can hear that yet, but see, I just jinxed myself.
This is real. This is real life.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear it. These mics do a really good job of taking the noise away. Oh, more coffee.
More
Look
coffee.
at
This
that.
is what I say.
They heard us.
They realise we're all falling
We
asleep.
just need to ring the bell this time, and one of these, and there, and get some more coffee. Absolutely. No, I like talking about the technology that you guys have because it's so different in the space. And in my mind, again, maybe I'm a little biased because I like cool stuff, right? And AI, as it pertains to saving time to the investigator, and not really, it's not like putting the whole case together. It's helping the investigator in what they do, and that's really where you guys rock when it comes to the video and things like that.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about I can see your setup here, so I'm kind of staring at it over here. What you're showing everyone that comes out of the training hall when they come over. What are they interested in?
Say it varies. I mean, I think lots of products now are saying we've got AI. It's the big buzzword. It's designed to obviously streamline your forensics. You can find your clues quicker than a human can. Doesn't sleep. Doesn't really falter as long as it's been trained correctly. But it's trying to push the envelope on for media review. Obviously, millions of pictures and videos. How can we actually find the critical evidence really quickly? So whether that be CSAM, whether it be you have a picture of your suspect, whether it's a location. So even a location where there's absolutely no GPS, no EXIF data. We're showing people examples of, here's a picture of a field. Where in the world is this? People are kind of saying, well, it's impossible. How does an AI know? How does it be trained on such a wide span of data? And we're saying, well, look, we can prove it. We'll show. And we've literally just had someone this morning say, take a picture inside here and try and see if the AI knows where it is. And literally just a photograph, screenshotted it, so we didn't have any of the EXIF data there, so people know we're not cheating. It's put a photo in here 15 minutes just down the road. So it's worked out. It's in the United States, it's in Florida, and put a radius of about 15 minutes
Awesome.
from here, from one single photograph.
That's pretty stinking amazing.
And you think historically, how long would that have taken, if at all possible, for an investigator to physically look at an image and then either try and use Google or any other sort of sources or send it to other police agencies to say, does anyone know where this is? But computer did it in 10 seconds, completely offline. And yeah, that's the sort of things we're now starting to see AI be able to do, things that historically we've not had the capability to do before.
Yeah, which is crazy amazing. Now, you did something that no other vendor does here. Sorry, if you're not here, you're going to have to talk to this guy. But what did you guys do here? Because I think the main room, there's 300 some students, right? And then 2 weeks of the side rooms, and there's I don't know how much are there, 100 something?
I think they're additional nearly 200.
Really?
So yeah, so we're nearly 500. So yeah, we're the first. I think we're the biggest sponsor IACIS has ever had. So we've said, again, it's nice that we can have people come out here and be wowed by that's an amazing product. Wow, we can look for C-sound, we could do all this. How expensive is the product? It's $2,000 normally, but if you're here at IACIS for the 2-week period, the software is completely free.
Yeah.
So it's over $1 million of sponsorship, which, as I say, I think is IACIS's biggest sponsor they've ever had.
That's awesome.
But we want to say, look, this is the power. Let's lose this nervousness around AI. Let's empower you. Let's prove it works. Break it. Cops are great at breaking things. So play with the software, try and break it, see what you like, what you don't like, provide us the feedback. Globally, the software is being used. The US is probably the biggest area that we're now sort of tackling. So we've kind of grown the business slowly and not come to America first, but now we're adding things in there that are there for the capability of US investigators.
Yeah.
So people are kind of wowed by the technology because they've never seen it before, but then they're even more wowed by the fact that they're walking away from IACIS with $2,000 piece of software completely free for a year.
Yeah, and that even at $2,000 for when you're talking about investigative software, that's really inexpensive already. And when you compare to others in the market, you're like, holy moly, it gets crazy.
Yeah,
that's really inexpensive.
I think that's the thing. We don't see law enforcement as a cash cow.
Right.
We're developing software to assist investigators. So if budgetary constraints are there, it's not fair that we're going to be greedy. We're sort of charging real high price tags. We try and keep the thing that it's cost effective for everyone. HSI Hero members have never paid for our software. We've completely made it free to the heroes all the time because we like the idea of vets that going back into law enforcement to help rescue kids. Again, it's part of our mission. That's what we want to drive, and it's about rescuing children. So again, if it's anyone that's HSI Hero, you just message us and we send you a license for free, which the heroes already are using. And the feedback from the guys and girls that are using it is this is amazing. It's far better than some of the products that are out there that are 2-3 times as expensive.
Right.
So,
and you guys have one of the best marketing phrases I've seen on stickers. I don't have my sticker, and maybe no, he's not paying attention. I say, bring a sticker over real quick.
Tom,
But
Tom, bring one of the stickers over. Bring one of the stickers over.
He's like,
this is live.
It's all right. We're allowed to do this. It's live. We can do what we want. It's our show.
And everyone in the company is called Tom. So
yeah. I did get to celebrate Star Wars Day yesterday.
Yeah.
So it was May the 4th, and I didn't go to actually Disney proper,
Thank you.
or the park proper. I went to Disney Springs, and the Lego was having an event where you can put together, I think it was a Grogu Lego thing.
Brilliant.
And I took the kids over there. They didn't want to do the Star Wars thing. I'm not raising my kids right, apparently. they decided to make their own personalized little figures with you can print like the torso of the Lego figure. It was $11. That was so cheap. I was like, oh, were we sure we're in Disney Springs? Yeah, I know, right? It's like $1 million, but yeah. Anyway, so I got to celebrate that a little bit yesterday with my Darth Vader shirt, and I was all nerded. I went there expecting to see all their like nerds unite, and nope, just this nerd. Everybody was probably in the park, is my guess.
It would have been busy.
Yeah.
And that would have been proper nerd fest.
Yeah, I should have gone to the park, but yeah, here's the stickers. I'm gonna try to get a good shot of this and without completely messing this up. There it is. I hunt monsters. That's very cool. For a living. Oh yeah, at the bottom of there. There you go. Look at that. That's very cool. I love that.
Yes, that's our mission. We want to create software, get the bad guys that are attacking children, and like I say, try and do that using the software we've got. So, and it's working. We know from the location lookup capabilities we've had, I know at least 50 cases where investigators have come back and said, we've located a victim, suspect, we know one terrorist that's been located using that technology.
Yeah.
One feature.
It's hard to get testimonials from stuff like that, isn't it? Because it's not like they can talk about the case that happened. So it's challenging for you guys to show like, hey, look at the things we did, but I can't tell you about them. So that's got to be difficult. But you guys can go to the website. The website's just semantics21.com.
That's it.
Yeah. You can go and check it out. Tell me some of the things, because I know you guys have the software that you're talking about here, and what else? We were talking about something else this morning here. Oh, sorry, Megan's talking about the fourth, the fifth. Oh, that's right. It's Revenge of the Fifth now today.
Yes.
Megan, I posted a funny stormtrooper meme, and it's like, and it said, "May the fourth be with you." I did it this morning purposely, and someone was like, "No, no, that was yesterday," and the stormtrooper was like, "Oh, I missed it." Get it? So anyway, typical stormtrooper humor. If you don't get it, you can't be friends. I'm sorry, we just can't. Made me laugh. I saw that and I was like, I'm stealing that meme, 100% stealing that meme. But anyway, some of the other software that you guys have, obviously, with the location information, but it since you have that technology, it does so much more than just like find the location as well. Like if you're searching for something,
Yeah, so the AIs are designed to find approximately 70,000 different objects. So we can type anything in that you would see in day-to-day life. We also teach it on genuine CSAM. So obviously it's trained from CSAM all over the world. So we work with the I5 nations. So when you train an AI model, you don't want to introduce bias. Well, if we had data sets that were purely European, because obviously we're a British company, it may off-put the AI model. So if we're trying to sell the categorizer to look for CSAM in Latin America, Asia Pacific regions, it may have that bias to look for predominantly white-skinned Europeans. So the AIs are trained on genuine data. So we train it on as many things as we can. We work with some of the big sex industry partners for looking at sex positions, sex objects, because again, the types of work that ICAC teams would be involved in.
right?
That if there is a trend to their crime that they're investigating, they can then just type in, this is what we're looking for, and then the computer will then show them the results for that.
Man, I'm a civilian now. I wish you just had a button that can say, fry the bastard.
Yeah,
Push the button, laser goes down.
and this is when we're starting to see.
He's not saying that. That's me.
Yeah.
He may be thinking it, but he can't say.
Yeah, I've dealt with it. Yeah. Having been law enforcement for 17 years, yeah, you kind of, there's a certain population group that you would wish weren't here. Yeah, and if you're going to attack kids, no, you go to prison forever. And yeah, I'm sorry, it's not an illness. You're an offender.
Now, in British history, they were known for chopping off people's heads. So I wish they could bring that back in this.
Wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, yeah. Bring that back in CSAM cases. I'm all for it. Open up the tower again, and instead of queens and kings getting it, just
well, is Trump opening up Alcatraz again? So I'm sure that'll be full soon. Yeah, there's certain people who could go and live there for forever. Well, yeah,
I saw that this morning, and I was like,
yeah, it's a tourist attraction. I was going to go there on holiday. Now I can't.
Well,
quickly.
Technically, you could immigrate there, and then you could end up there, and you'd be able to see it all day long.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, also, one more thing, and I know we try to keep these short at the events, is you have something with schools as well.
Yes.
I wanted to make sure we got that in too. Can you tell people a little bit about that one?
Yeah, so one of the things we've historically seen is offenders that may have obviously an interest in children and children in school uniforms, or even sports, sort of after sports clubs or school sports clubs, where you've got the logo design or the badge, as we would say, that motif. In the UK, so for the whole of England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, Northern Ireland, we've had the ability that you can type in the description of the badge. So if you see it in your case, and then it will filter and say, these are all the similar sort of logos to the schools. And then when you see the one that matches, you could then click on it. It will show you on the map where that school is located with all the contact details of the school. Last year, we introduced the whole of Canada. So we have all the Canadian schools. And then just last week, we've introduced 130,000 schools across the US.
Wow.
So if you have a logo that you could just describe, a tiger with a red background and yellow text, we'll then show you all the schools that have that logo design, select it, and now you can work out which the school is. A feature that's becoming more popular because we're starting to see more AI-generated material where we may have an offender that has a fascination with children in their local area. So they will go onto their websites and take pictures of the children. They may physically go and take photographs of the children at sports events or at an event.
See, this makes me mad. I get mad.
Yeah, and then we're seeing that they just say, well, I'm not going to sort of abuse the child, but I'm going to take the child's face and then put that face onto another image that would be depicting CSAM. Now, for law enforcement, they may have the original photograph with the logo design. It means that they now know where to go and contact. So they can go and reach out to those schools and put the safety measures in place, or at least say to that school, somebody here is taking photographs and we need to obviously stop them.
Right.
And it's about joining the dots together with the investigation. So, yeah, it's 130,000 schools across the US.
That's
We'll
awesome.
keep that updated regular. So, again,
Phenomenal.
just as we get more customers in the US, we have more and more features that assist investigators over here.
That's great. That's great. And you gave away your software to every one of those.
Everyone. So, yeah,
That's
completely free.
crazy.
So,
There's at least 500 students here. It's insane. When they open the doors, we're trying to time this properly because they're getting ready to go any minute now. Get you back to your booth, and it gets a little busy out here.
yeah, it is. It's a great event. I think
Yeah.
in terms of events, this is probably the best event, I think, especially for the training.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing else in the world like this. It's amazing.
I'm a little biased. I went through the training in 2007 here in the big room, and by far was the hardest training I've ever gone through, and still is in my opinion, because it's just so in depth. They make sure people know what they're doing at the basic level.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's that commitment that people who are here, they're here at 7, they're in the class by 8, and they're not leaving the class till 6. And you see people sat around still working at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And you think that's a lot of learning. The connections people are making is phenomenal.
Yep.
I think it's that ability that you find somebody that's got drone forensic capability or vehicle forensics. It's having those connections that when you have that case that you need help with, you've got a friend that you can contact.
That's right, and that's what's important for sure. Is connection at the end. There's no way you're going to know it all, and then you forget it really quickly if you're not doing it day to day. So yeah, make a lot of connections.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure. Well, Tom, thank you, sir. I appreciate coming over, hanging out. Tom's my booth neighbor. He's literally right there. We can throw crap at each other in the downtime. So other than that, man, thanks very much. I appreciate it, sir.
Thanks for having us over again.
All right, yeah. It's good to see you didn't get too fried. That's
No,
always a good thing.
I'm always sensible. I don't like the sun.
I was not. I'm not painful though, so that was good. Luckily I got hungry, and that's the only thing that saved me. I got out of the sun. I was like, man, I'm really hungry. And that was it. All right. Thanks very much. We're going to be on live throughout the day. Today's the last day that we're here. The training goes on all throughout the week. Now, you guys wrapping up today as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be heading home.
When are you headed back?
Heading back on tomorrow. Back in the UK Wednesday.
Okay. Excellent. Long day for travel for you as well.
Red eye.
Oh, red eye. Yeah. Yeah. I think pretty much most of them, right? Because you leave really late and then fresh morning. Then your time is all messed up because you've been over here for.
That's it. Yeah. It's about a week to get back on the UK time zone.
Then you're good to go. All right. Thanks again, Tom. I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys again later. Thanks.
Thank you.